Hello everyone, here is Anas again from Sudo Zain channel. Today we're gonna solve a watcher CTF room which is classified as a boot to root. So in this room we have 7 flags to find them. To find each flag, it provides a new idea to solve the problem. So in this my game plan, we start by scanning and information gathering and finding each flag in turn until we find all 7 flags. I already deployed the machine and this is my IP address for this room, so I will save it into my note. So I will start from the scanning all ports on this machine using nmap tool. So as we see here, we get 3 open ports, 21 for the FTP, 22 for the SSH, and 80 for the Apache HTTPD server. So now let's discover the hidden directories on the site using dirbuster. In the result, we discovered 5 directories: index.php, which is the main page on the server; images, I think this is the directory which contain photos and images; post.php, CSS, I think this is for CSS files; and we have robots.txt. So now let's navigate to visit this page. So by visiting this main page, there is nothing important on this site. So now let's try to find something useful on these directories. Okay, so now let's navigate to one of these directories to check if we have a useful information. So let's navigate to robots.txt. So this robots.txt contain information for 2 more text files, which are flag1.txt and secret file do not read.txt. So let's check the first one, which is flag1.txt. And yeah, we got the flag. And this is the first flag, what we want. So now let's try to navigate to this text file and read it. So let's try to find another method to read this file. So from the main page, when we clicked on an image, it redirects us to this URL. So the post, this part, is an argument for the post.php. So that's mean, let's check if this site or if this page has an LFI vulnerability. So first of all, to check it, I want to try to read the common file, which is etc passwd. And yeah, it succeeded. So this page is vulnerable to LFI and we can run files on the server. Okay, so take advantage of this vulnerable to read this secret file .txt. And yeah, we got it, and this is a credential for FTP user. So I will save it into my note. And yeah, this part is a username for FTP user, and this part is a password for the FTP user. Okay, so let's go to the FTP server and log in as FTP user. FTP user, and the password was give me files 777. Yeah, the login is successful. Let's list the directories here, and yeah, we have a flag to the txt. So let's get this flag. We got it, and let's try to check if we have something in the files directories. And we don't have anything. Okay. So now I want to read this flag. And we got the second flag, which is FTP you and me. I will copy. I will save it into my notes. So we have the first flag, and we have the second flag, and this is my notes for the victim machine IP, and this is the information we got from the secret files.txt. From the previous steps, we have two advantages. First, we are a full FTP user, so we can upload files to the server. Second, our web server is vulnerable to local file inclusion. That means if we upload a PHP reverse shell malicious code to the server using our FTP user and abuse LFI vulnerability to run this file from the web page, we can get a reverse connection from the remote server. So we will use these our advantages for FTP and LFI. So first of all, I want to generate a PHP reverse shell. Okay, so now let's configure the script by adding our IP address and our port. So I will change this IP into my IP address, which is my IP address is 10.923, and the port which I will listen on it will be 4545. And I will save it, and our shell is ready. Okay, so now I want to upload this PHP file into FTP server. So let's log in again into the server. FTP user, and the password is give me files 777. ls-l. Okay, I will try to put my PHP reverse shell here. Command successful. Okay, but we couldn't create a file. That's why, because we don't have permission to add anything into this directory. So let's go to the files directory, because as we see here, we have a permission to upload and edit these directories. And now put PHP, and yeah, transfer was completed, and this file was uploaded successfully. From the previous information that we got from the secret file is that FTP files has this location on the server. So our uploaded PHP reverse shell will has this path. home FTP user files, home FTP user FTP files, and PHP reverse shell.php. So now we want to try to run this file from the LFI vulnerability on the page. Before we hit the enter, we need to run a listener on port 4545. Netcat RVMP 4545. And now we can submit this request. Okay, so as we see here, we got the reverse shell and now we are inside the server. But first of all, I want to upgrade my shell to make it stable. So for this purpose, I will use these commands here. Okay, so now let's hit Ctrl C. So netcat was suspended, and let's execute this command stty row echo, and now foreground fg, now reset, Ctrl C, and now export shell equal bash, and export term equal xterm 256 color. And yeah, so we have now stable shell as we see here. Okay, as we got a shell to the server, so let's find flag 3. So we have the flag 3.txt. So let's read it. And yeah, and let's read it. Okay, so the flag is LFI, what a guy. I will save it into my notes. So we got, and so far, 3 flags. So flag number 3 was founded. For flag number 4, based on the hint from the original room, it tells us to check the list of sudo permissions. So sudo -l. Okay, so as we see here, we can run any commands as Toby, even without passwords. So sudo -u as a Toby, and we want to run a bin bash shell. And yeah, we got the shell as a Toby. So let's find a flag. So the flag 4 is in Toby directories. So let's navigate to this directory. And we got the flag number 4, which is Chad lifestyle. And the flag number 4 was founded. Flag number 5. Okay, so based on the hint from the room, we have to check a Crontab. Okay, so we have a note here. So let's read this note. Okay, and this message is directed to us, to Toby. I have got the cron jobs set up now, so don't worry about getting that done. Okay, so let's check the Crontab. As we see here, the user Matt ran the script cow.sh every minute on this server. And this file, cow.shell, is in our directories. So let's check if we can overwrite this file. Okay, so let's check the script and what does it do? Okay, so this is a simple script which copy a cow.jpg file from a mat directory into TMP. As the Toby is the owner of the cow.sh, and we have a permission to overwrite this file, so whatever this script contains, it will be executed by the mat user. So if the script contains a command to run a bash shell, it will be executed by a mat user, and we can get access to mat shell. So let's overwrite the cow shell script by adding a reverse shell code to it. From the reverse shell cheat sheet, I will use this command to get a reverse shell. So this is my Kali IP address, and I will listen on the port 4546. And let's wait just a minute, even less than 1 minute, and yeah, we got a shell now from the next user. Who am I? And now we are logged in as a mat. So now again I want to upgrade my shell to get a stable shell. Okay, so we upgraded our shell. Okay, so now let's find the flag 5. Cat flag number 5, and the flag is live by the cow, die by the cow. I will copy it into my notes. And the flag 5 is ready. Okay, so based on the information which we got from the room as well, we have a Python script which is running by a will user. Okay, so now we want to find the flag number 6. From this directory we have a note.txt. Let's read this note. Hi Matt, I've set up your sudo rights to use the Python script as my user. You can only run the script with sudo, so it should be safe. So based on the information which we got, we have a Python script which is running by a will user. So let's check it, sudo -l, and that's right. So we can run will script Python as a will user without password. Okay, so let's check this Python script. Okay, so in this scripts directory we have two scripts, cmd and will script, and both of them are a Python script. So cat, I will open the first one, the cat will script, and cat the cmd. So the first script, will script.py, it imports os, sys, and the get command function from the cmd, and it reads a command or a string from the get command function and passes them through the filter, which checks if the argument include in the whitelist. Otherwise, will print invalid command. And at the end, the OS system method execute the command in a subshell, so everything will be contained in a cmd script will be executed by will script. As we are the owner of the cmd script, so we can modify it and insert a malicious code into the script, which will make a reverse shell as a will user when we will execute a will script using sudo permission. Based on the page hacktricks.xyz, I will use these Python commands and paste it into my cmd script file. In these commands, I will change the my IP address and the port number to be 4547, and this is my Kali IP address. cmd, and as you see here, I paste it like this. So now I want to run the listener on the port 4547, and now let's run this Python script. And now we got the reverse shell, and again I want to upgrade it. As we log in as a will, now we want to find the flag number 6. Okay, so let's read it. And yeah, we got the flag number 6, which is, but I thought my script was secure. I will copy it. And yep. So now we got a shell as a will user on the server. So now we want to check who am I, ID, and as we see here, we are a part of the admin group. Okay, so let's find a files belongs to this group admin. Okay, so as we see here, we have a backups directory, so let's navigate to it. Okay, so as we are a group admin, so we can read this file. So this is a base64 encoded file. So let's decode this file. After we decoded the file, we got a private SSH key, which is IDRSA, so we can use it to log in as a root into the server by SSH. Okay, but first of all, I want to change the permission of the IDRSA into 600. And okay, so now I want to use this key to log in as a root. And yeah, we got a shell as a root. Now let's navigate to a root directory. And we have the flag number 7. We can read it. And yes, we have the flag number 7, which is who watches the watchers. I will save it. So we've solved all flags on this room, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.